Hey everybody, it's Mark. Back in the forest today in the early days of October, and I'm in a new area. It's very far south of the teepee structure in that hidden area that I have been focusing on. I did leave some gifts there, but I've moved considerably south. I'm about a quarter mile south of there. I did work way north. I've been out all morning and I had worked all in this canyon. Actually winds around into another one that goes out of the boundaries of this state park that I work in. So it kind of, it's like nobody goes back in there. There's no trails. There's no no reason for anybody to go back there. And didn't find a whole lot of sign at all compared to what's in the park, which leads me to believe a lot of things. It seems that they like to be where the human action is. But it was kind of dry, way north here. So I've just been systematically making my way back into their area. And sure enough, as soon as I get back into this hidden area, and as you can see, this is just beautiful, beautiful. Completely surrounded by some of the best forest in here. And it's completely secluded. I start getting sign again. Tree breaks that are coming from way up high. Like this grouping right here. With let's see if I can get out of the sun. This is really cool here. Totally cool. This is sweet. See, there's no way. This isn't gravity. I mean, there's just no way. You can see it's a snap, and another tree's been brought through, arched. It's actually 3 pieces. It's been set there. I just can't foresee that being natural. Because the way it's snipped off, or snapped off, and it's come from high up, see? There's several pieces here that have been laid here that are snapped off. But this is one of those cool things that you run into, because no matter what anybody says about gravity or whatever, there's just no way that can just happen naturally. It's almost like it was been, threaded. So this is X marks the spot. Now, the tree is all dead. We're going into fall, so it's been here a while. But if there's greenery and so forth, like on this piece over here, it makes a perfect little canopy to sleep under, a little nest. Basically now, it's been here a while, so it's all dry and broken off. But this is one of those cool things that you run across that in this area you'll find that, and then it'll just open up and you'll find more and more and more. And then things kind of die off and you don't find anything. It rained today, so the ground is nice and moist, and that's why I got to head out here early. It was still kind of rainy when I got here. I was hoping I could find maybe some footprints, but chances of that are still good. This is a new area, so I'm just I'm getting a lot of feedback on my videos about panning around too fast, and that people actually are seeing them, but I'll get one and then I'll pan away too quick, which causes the still frame that I and others are working on to come out blurry. So that's something I'm going to be focusing on a little bit more, is just slowing down a little bit. Whoa. It's kind of hard though, even with a camera stabilizer, as many of you have been suggesting, it's really rough terrain. A lot of my fellow researchers, like up in Canada and so forth, they have nice, thick forest, but they don't have to deal with these boulders, and the rough terrain, having to traverse over, things like this. This terrain is just really, really tough, which makes it, the perfect habitat, again, for them because of that. So, we got this one little structure up here, so I'm going to go kind of stick to the area. Because like I said, once you find something, you usually find 2 or 3 other signs that are pretty cool. This is something I've never seen before. Look at this. Whoa. In conjunction, there's that little structure I just pointed out. Kind of wind 360 and just around the corner. X's on the ground, so you can see, look at this, all this wood has been gathered and put here, laid there for whatever reason. It's not a hunter's blind, it's not a lean shelter, it's just sticks, just laid like this for kind of like a fence or a wall. Crow's going crazy over there. And then, look at this. See this tree? Look at how it's been wedged up here. But this is interesting right here. I mean, when you see this, you would think there would be an entrance into an underground, like an underground retreat shelter, like under here. Like there would be a home under here. I've spent a lot of time, doing research on making underground retreats and survival retreats. And this is, something similar to it. There's no entrance though under this rock. So that's why I can't figure out why they would just, lean up. Unless they were starting to build something and stopped. Let's see, well, look at that. See all this pine needles up against this boulder here. See this? See, it's like a mound. It's all been pushed and packed in there for whatever reason. It's solid. See how it's all soft? It's almost like, you know, as you've noticed in my videos, this area has a lot of outcroppings, caves that go underneath these boulders. And I've often wondered if this is how they block them off. See, they kind of pack it in there like a beaver, pine needles, mud. Something's packed in there. It would take, you know, I'd need a shovel to pull all that debris out. And then, you know, you got the same idea with the sticks over here like this. See, it's almost like they lay the sticks against a little tiny cave and then pack it in there like a beaver with mud and so forth. Maybe they're hiding, you know, a kill. Like if they've killed one of the deer or the elk, and they shove the carcass in there and then block it in, hide it. It's just a theory. Hello. This guy has been circling over me for a little while now. Oh, he flew off. A couple of big sized ravens. This is a pretty cool area. I guess I could take this as a walking stick. But again, this is just an interesting find, you know. Gathering of sticks and then, you know, that packing of mud and pine needles against a rock like that. So, just keep making our way along here and see what else we find. Something else I wanted to address. You know, I've been getting a lot of heat from some people on my YouTube channel and some of my videos. People saying, oh, you're close to a trail, you know, as if that has some bearing on anything. Well, of course I'm close to a trail. It's a state park. So there's always going to be, it's Colorado, it's a state park. There's always going to be humans that are hiking, camping, and so forth in any park. You know, it's not like I'm 16,000 feet up on the side of Pikes Peak. You're going to have trails and people and so forth. Now, most of these areas that I've worked or I'm currently working are far off the trail. You know, the trail says go this way and I go right. So, you know, these areas where I'm finding the teepee structure and so forth, they're pretty far in here, as you can see. Yes, there's a trail, but, you know, it's considerably far away. I move far away from it. And there's no sign of human activity. There's no trash, soda cans, pop bottles, anything of that nature. So, you know, I'm making sure that I'm pretty well away from it. But that doesn't change anything, because I still have found prints and sign close to the trails. So have many other researchers that work out there. They don't have a problem with people. And I tend to feel that they like watching people. I haven't met a researcher in this business, a credible researcher, in any span of time since I've been doing this, that hasn't said the same thing, is that they like to position themselves where they can watch people, just observe us. Especially us, the ones with the cameras that are out here looking for them. been pretty quiet today. No rock clacking or anything of that nature. Like I said, the ground's pretty moist. It rained, so I'm hoping to get me some prints today. Just rained all night. This is cool here. Toppled tree. Maybe turned into a little nest in here. Go ahead and take a look. And for those of you that have been inquiring, yes, I do have air traffic around here. I'm not close to a city. I'm close. I smell a skunk. I just got a huge whiff of something skunky over here. I am a good 50 miles away from, a little bit more than the Denver metro area. There are small municipal airports that support small traffic, Learjets and so forth, close to here. Probably about 20 miles from here, which is why I have air traffic. So, they do fly over this park, and occasionally they get a little low. It's kind of annoying, to tell you the truth. I'm hoping for something today, some kind of whooping. It's been really quiet though. I can still smell something kind of skunky. Once I came over here. Make our way up here. Nice little clearing here. Oh, wow, interesting. brought down here. I think I might cut up through this ravine. Well, the reason I don't like working ravines or small dried up creek beds like this is because of snakes. Even though it's October now, doesn't mean it's still warm enough that where the moisture is and so forth, you might run across some bull snakes or rattlesnakes and moving along a dried up creek bed like that. What I plan to do in a couple of these segments today is I want to go back to an area. It's kind of far from here where I had one of my better pictures of a blackie that peeked up behind a branch. That area, I'd actually sent that video to Facebook Bigfoot to take a look at. And I want to go back to that area because that's one of my better still captures, where he was popping up and looking at me, and then he kind of ducked down and disappeared in the brush. That's considerable ways away from here, but I'll get over there at some point here. Whoa. I do believe I'm starting to get close again, back to... Yeah, I'm back in the area again, because there's this little... Looks like Chinese writing. But this area, now I've just entered, this is the area they like. For whatever reason. There might be more game, or the game like to come through here a lot. Oh, yeah. They've been working on the stick structure on this one. We got some new trees. Here we go. Definitely. See this? Another 1, 2, 3, three-way. A three-way. It's 1, 2, and then one bent through to hold them together. That was just the same as the other one down the hill. Same exact type of structure. See if you look at the bottom where these are. That isn't cut. It's snapped. In fact, someone's laid another stick here to prop it up. See, it's propped up. And there's no hole in the ground where these trees could have come from. So, that's pretty cool when they do that. It's a three-way X. And again, it makes a perfect canopy for a nest under here. Totally awesome. It's the same exact structure in two different places within, I'd say, I was down there at that other one. I haven't moved but maybe 30, 40 yards. I come across the same exact thing. See, this is how you have Sasquatch activity in your area. These aren't typical breaks that nature causes. You are able to tell when things are put there, snapped off, and arranged in a certain way. That is how you know you're in an area where our furry friends are thriving and are active. It isn't a figment of one's imagination when you run across this stuff in the forest. You just have to know what to look for. Now, why they do it? Well, therein lies the $1,000,000 question. Kind of a print, I guess. Not really. Not anything for me to get excited about. Look at this. See this? Man, you really have to pay attention when you're walking through here. See, this twig has been snapped off. There's no bark on it, and it doesn't really resemble, anything from a pine tree. From a 50-foot pine tree. It's been stuck in the ground right here. I can just pull it out. And it's shaped like a spear. It's just been snapped off. It was just sitting here in the ground. Just like that. Right here at this structure. And so you can see this ground's all something big. It's been playing around over here. So probably at night they come and hang out in here. So there's no humans around. It's completely secluded and hidden. It's a nice place. See, again, it's all kind of shaped like a canopy. Here's another nice little tree break. This has been done. Oh wow. Something behind me. Steama, are you over there?